Why ashes matter. A daughter's question and the Buddha's teaching on rebirth. On a golden autumn afternoon, sunlight bathed the bamboo forest path leading to Jetavana Monastery. As the Blessed One was teaching the Dharma, a young woman in simple attire, sorrow etched on her face, appeared holding a finely crafted urn of ashes. Kneeling before the Buddha with tearful eyes, she spoke. "Blessed One, my father has just passed away. Before he died, he earnestly told me never to scatter his ashes into the river. He said it would affect his rebirth. But I don't understand. Isn't the body merely dust that should return to the earth? How could scattering ashes affect the cycle of rebirth?" The Buddha looked upon her with deep compassion and gently asked, "Kind daughter, what is your name?" "My name is Lena, daughter of a merchant from Rajagraha," she replied. Venerable Ananda, standing nearby, stepped forward with a kind voice. "Lena, it seems your father had a reason. Why not present your question fully so that the Blessed One may guide you?" Encouraged, Lena bowed deeply and composed herself. "My father was a devout Buddhist. He observed precepts, chanted sutras daily, and gave generously. On his deathbed, he gripped my hand and told me, 'Do not scatter my ashes. Place them on the ancestral altar, burn incense daily. Only then will I retain a human form in the next life.' But others in my family say scattering ashes into the Ganges sets the soul free. Isn't the body just the combination of earth, water, fire, and air? Why did my father insist on where his ashes should go?" The question stirred contemplation among the disciples. Even the composed Venerable Kassapa tilted his head with interest. After a moment of silence, the Buddha asked, "Lena, has your family ever raised silkworms?" Surprised, she replied, "Yes, my mother raises them year-round and we weave our own cloth." "And have you ever watched a butterfly emerge from its cocoon?" "Many times, Blessed One. As a child, I would wait in awe to see them break free." The Buddha smiled. "What is the cocoon to the butterfly?" "A temporary shelter, a protective cradle during transformation. And if someone were to destroy the cocoon too soon?" Her eyes widened. "The butterfly might die before it matures or emerge deformed." "Exactly," the Buddha said. "Now consider, how is the human body like that cocoon?" Lena paused. The disciples listened in silence. Then her face lit up. "Our body is the cocoon of our consciousness, temporary, but essential during the transition." "Yes," said the Buddha. "At death, consciousness needs time to fully depart and find a new host. This phase is known as the intermediate state, the bardo." "Bardo?" she echoed. Venerable Kassapa explained. "It is the space between death and rebirth, a transition like water flowing from one level to another." The Buddha added, "In this fragile state, the consciousness is like a flame flickering in the wind, easily disturbed." "And the ashes?" Lena asked, holding the urn. "Though lifeless, ashes represent the last vessel of the soul's energy. In the bardo, such symbols become subtle links to the physical world. If we scatter them too soon," the Buddha spoke in metaphor, "a boat unanchored will drift in storms. So too will the soul, without grounding. Ashes are not just dust, they can anchor the soul between lives." Ananda asked, "But don't some disciples scatter their master's ashes in rivers or bury them?" "Good question, Ananda. Enlightened beings transcend ordinary states. Their rebirth is not bound in the same way. For others, the handling of ashes matters. It reflects their karma and spiritual maturity." Lena trembled. "So my father's final wish was his way of anchoring his journey?" "Yes," the Buddha nodded. "For those not yet free from worldly attachments, the presence of ashes on the altar, accompanied by incense and prayers, creates a bond of loving kindness that gently guides the soul. If I do this, will he have a better rebirth?" "Yes," the Buddha affirmed. "But more than placing the urn, you must recite sutras, do good deeds, and dedicate the merit to him. This light will help him through the darkness of the bardo. Ashes are the bridge, but your mind is the guide," he concluded. Lena bowed deeply, understanding dawning in her heart. "I will honor his wish not merely by keeping the ashes, but through daily prayers and compassion." The Buddha smiled. One moment of understanding equals 10 years of chanting. If all children acted with your devotion, even heavy karma could be lightened. Venerable Kassapa bowed. To respect the ashes is not materialism, it is true reverence. As Lena left the monastery, a gentle breeze rustled the bamboo. Her steps were lighter, her heart clearer. She knew her father would not be lost in the current of death, for she was the light guiding him across the river of rebirth. Note, this narrative is inspired by traditional Buddhist teachings and folk legends. While symbolic and not doctrinally absolute, it serves to convey the essence of compassion and mindfulness in Buddhist thought. Viewers are encouraged to reflect with discernment and faith.